Yo broskis, what up? It's me again, rating and reviewing all the music that you guys send to me every single week. As you guys know, me and my brothers, we submit music to each other so we can rate and review it. We do this on a weekly basis, and I decided to just create a YouTube channel where I just do these videos for them. I'm assuming that they're gonna enjoy them and like them. I know one of my brothers will particularly like this type of content, so this is for you, bros. For this week specifically, I'm going to rate and review an album from the band Alvvays. I hope that I'm pronouncing that right. This band was submitted to me from one of my brothers. And the thing is, for this particular brother of mine, I have tend to peg them that some of the songs and music that he listens to is a little bit boring or one note. But I've been slowly changing my mind, specifically because a couple of weeks back he sent to me a playlist that it was just banger after banger, and I'm like, I just couldn't believe my brother listens to all this music, and I don't know why I thought that his music was boring. So now I am giving it a try to this album from the band Alvvays. I really hope that I'm pronouncing it right. I'm assuming that it's like the word always, but it has two V's, so it's Alvvays. And I'm doing the self-titled album Alvvays as well. So without further ado, before the further ado, if you don't know how I rate and review music, I created a video and I made that for you guys to check it out. So if you have any confusions as to how I'm rating this and what criteria I'm using, just make sure you check that video out before going on into this one, or after this one, whatever is good for you. So without further ado, now for real, let's go track by track and rate and review this thing. So track number 1, Adult Diversion, maybe banger. This song is so great, but it doesn't hit every single time that I hear it. Regardless, I really enjoy this song musically. It's so freaking good, but it's just maybe banger. This is the second best rating that I can give it. So great song, love it. Second song, Archie Marry Me. Such a memorable hook. Marry me, Archie. I can't do it, I'm sorry. But I found that the hook is so freaking good and so freaking catchy. However, to me, this is not a banger. Still, maybe banger. This is a maybe banger song where, depending on the mood or depending what I want to listen to, this can just go into my playlist, start playing, and I will be completely happy that it's there. And depending on the day, I'm like, this is a banger, just not today. So we have for this album 2 songs back to back that are just fantastic songs, and nothing has blown me away. So let's wait for the third song. Now, I know the way that artists make albums, that usually the first couple of songs are really good, really high energy, and then after that, they put a more of a slower song that is not so great, because they just are transitioning into the other tracks of the album. So I was hoping, or I was waiting, that something like this would happen in this album, and that's exactly what happened. For the song Ones Who Love You, to me that was elevator music to me. Ooh, let me adjust my camera. That was just elevator music for me. Every time that it played, I zoned out and I started doing something else while that song transitioned. It was not doing anything. Ooh, sorry about that. It was not doing anything at all for me. Just the music was meh. So sorry about that, bro. Maybe you agree or disagree. We're gonna check it out at the end of this video to see, based on the popularity of the song, if other people also agree. So now let's go with Next of Kin. This is a good song, but forgettable. So something very particular about this song is the guitar riff at the beginning. You probably have heard this song, the Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I don't know the band, but it has that same guitar kind of lick to it. Anyway, it sounds just like it. Just for a split second, I can hear the same songs being played together and just sounding very similar. Obviously, the songs are different. It's just that guitar riff at the beginning sounds so familiar, the one with the other. I'm telling you, if you haven't heard it, just go check it out. Those 2 songs have very similar guitar riffs, but this is a good song, but forgettable. So far in the album, we're 4 songs in. 3 songs, so 2 maybe bangers, so great songs, 1 good song, and another one So at this point in the album, then I'm like, are there any bangers in this album? And I was hoping to find it on the 5th song of the album, and I'm so glad that I did. Party Police, this is a banger. I love this track. It can play any day of the week, at any time. I really like this song. Is gonna go into my bangers playlist. And I just hope that it comes up more often. The guitar riff of this song as well reminds me of something that I have heard before, but I can't quite pinpoint it. If at some point I do, the way that the guitar riff goes, I will, I guess, add it on the description and remind you all and let you guys know, like, oh, I have heard this song and I know where. But right now, I just don't know where I have heard that sort of same melody. It's not exactly the same. It just reminds me of something. It's so reminiscing of like something that I have heard in the past. Maybe that's why I like it so much. There's some familiarity to it, but I love the song Party Police, especially we're gonna if I remember the lyrics, something we can like together in debauchery. Pardon me if I'm not saying this song the lyric correctly. I'm gonna listen to it really quick. 1 second. Okay, it says, we can find comfort in debauchery, or debauchery. I can't say that word. I think it's debauchery, but the way that it's spelled, and because I speak Spanish, I'm just gonna say debauchery. Debauchery. That's what it is now. We can find comfort in debauchery. Anyway, this is a banger. I love this song, even just listening to it now, and I'm like, I think I need to listen to the whole thing because it's that good. Next song, The Agency Group. Something about The Agency Group, when they transitions in the album from Party Police to The Agency Group, it's a seamless transition. I loved it. I couldn't tell that Party Police ended and the next one began until I kind of realized, like, oh, these are different melodies. Did the song change? What just happened? And as a matter of fact, after I checked, the song had actually moved into the next track, which is The Agency Group. The Agency Group, maybe banger. I love this track as well. Great track, just depending on the mood, I will need to listen to it. And like, I would love that it comes up. But not every single day. It's not the same as Party Police. I'm sorry, at least in my opinion. So just letting you know. So at this point in the album, we are 6 songs in, and there have been 1 song that I loved. There have been 4 other songs that have been really good songs, and 1 song. The song is not a bad song. It's just a song. It exists. It's just there. But so far, out of 6 tracks, there has been nothing bad to say. It's just, there's everything musically. It's so freaking good. So I was surprised, and I'm like, my brother does have really great music taste. So for song number 7, and I'm like, are we just gonna keep going? Is it just album just full of really good music? And for the song Dives, I'm sad to say that this is just a bad song, or maybe this is just not their strong suit. This is more slower pace, and I don't wanna feel like I love slow pace songs as long as they are good. But I feel like maybe that's not the strength of this band. But their slow songs kind of drag. They're a little annoying on the lyrics. So just for me, Dives is just a bad song. And usually with bad songs, I don't get into why they're bad. To me, they're just bad. Let's move on. So song number 8, Atop a Cake. Now, in my opinion, Atop a Cake, it's a banger. And not only is it a banger, I think this is the best track in the album. I could not believe that this track was hiding here, and this is number 8. It's not even the last song in the album, which sometimes some artists leave the best track for last. So I was like, this song is so freaking good. Just immediately, as soon as the hook started, I'm like, it needs to go into my playlist. Just immediate. 1 second. Yeah, this song is so good. I was just listening to it, and the whole hook. What you gonna do with me? What you gonna do with you? How can I lose control when you're driving from the back seat? I love it. Just immediate hit, immediate banger. They just know their stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what this genre of music is calling. To me, it's so reminiscing of like 70s movies, 80s movies, 90s, maybe 70s. I just love this type of genre. I don't even know what it's called. My partner said that it's maybe shoegaze, but don't quote me on that. Also, don't quote my partner on that because we are not just experts on it. I think that that's what the vibe is called or the genre is called. But this song is just whatever the genre is. This song epitomizes that genre. It's so freaking good. Best song in the album. This is an absolute banger. Maybe I should make a playlist or a tier for banger and then absolute banger because this song is just that good. So yeah, bro. Thanks for this one. And then last song in the album, Red Planet. So I'm like, what? Can they top this? I don't know if they can just put two bangers like that back to back. And Red Planet, I'm sorry to say, this song is just terrible. I didn't think that this band would have a terrible song, but this song is just terrible. I hated this song. And like I said, this is also a slow-paced song, and I don't want it to be that you guys think that I just hate slow-paced music, because that's not the case. I love some really slow-paced music because it lends itself to be so melodic, to very feely and emotional, and that music just kind of grabs me. So when a song that is a slow pace is so terrible, I need to speak about it. So let's talk about Red Planet and why I really think that this song is just so bad. First of all, lyrics and the melody of the voice, great. I'm not gonna judge that because I really like that part. To me, is the instrumental choices that they made. So they have this wave, that synth wave going. I can't make the noise because it's just my mouth. Well, I don't beatbox either, so I can't do it. But they chose a saw wave. Now, a saw wave is a very sharp type of wave that makes that buzzing sound, and it's really hard to make that pleasant. Some really successful artists that have made that sound, that wave sound pleasant, this is people like Skrillex in dubstep. They have actually pioneered that sound and made it their brand, and not just Skrillex, but also a lot of house and techno music that sound really good. I think Grimes or Purity Ring have like some of these things also in it, but in here they decided to go with that saw wave for so long, and the saw wave is so dissonant to the ear that you really have to have a knack and a talent to make it sound pleasant. And on top of the lyrics plus this dissonance, like, which is usually two tones that are right next to each other, like half tones just going really fast, it is just so eerie to the ear. It's just, oh, I hated it. And then on top of that, now that you have some lyrics dissonant from the saw wave, at the end of the song they added chimes that are also dissonant. This was a catastrophe. I'm like, my ears are gonna start to bleed. This song just absolutely terrible. I am sorry to any members or any fans of this specific band, but I hated this song. And like I said, and like I mentioned in my video where I review or how I rate and review music, if I think that a song is terrible, I'm not gonna hold back and I'm gonna tell you why I think this song is terrible. So Red Planet, just, oh my god, just get it out of this album. The album was so freaking good in order for you to ruin it on the very last song. Now, I listened to this album six, seven times. Maybe the seventh time I don't think I listened to all of the tracks, but I gave this album a fair shot to really enjoy it. And Red Planet, I listened to it, I think, every single time except for the seventh time, and I'm like, I think at the seventh time I try to give it and I'm like, yeah, this song is just bad. Just, I'm not gonna even bother. I just know that I hate this song. And overall for the album, I'm also going to rate it, and I think that this album is maybe banger. So the album is exceptional. I love this album, but to me it's not a banger every single day of the week. is maybe banger. If I'm in the right mood, I will put this out. I will play this album because it's so freaking good. It just has to depend on how I'm feeling and what type of music I'm wanting to listen to that specific day. So album overall, maybe banger. So let's go with the popularity of the songs to see if any of the ratings are actually what I rated the song as, right? So I am very curious to know what the most popular song in this album is. So let's figure it out. And I have it here. Is Archie Marry Me. Archie Marry Me is the most popular song by 115,000 listens, and is by far like the second most listened to song is 20,000. So Archie Marry Me has 95,000 more plays than the second most popular song. Oh, actually, no, I am lying. It's Adult Diversion. Adult Diversion is 42,000 and Archie Marry Me is 115,000. So Archie Marry Me has more than 60,000, 70,000 plays more than Adult Diversion. And Adult Diversion, great song. Archie Marry Me, great song. So those are songs that I put as maybe bangers. But Archie Marry Me the best, and like to me, Atop a Cake. Where is Atop a Cake? Oh my god, 17,000. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th most popular song and is played almost 100,000 less times than Archie Marry Me. That is a crime, you guys. It's an absolute crime. Atop a Cake, and even Party Police. Party Police is number 3. Okay, top 3. Party Police is top 3. That was my other banger from this album. So, okay, the songs that I thought were great: Adult Diversion, Archie Marry Me, Party Police, and Atop a Cake. They're all the best songs. Now, for good songs, for good but forgettable is Next of Kin. Actually, Next of Kin has more listens than Atop a Cake. I can't believe that. Atop a Cake is just such a good song. Now, Next of Kin is above that, but I also said Next of Kin was a good but forgettable song. Then after that, we have The Ones Who Love You. So that's also, that to me, that was and that's kind of where it's falling here. After all of the great songs, this is the very next one, so that's The Agency Group is next. I put that as maybe banger, but here only 7,000 listens. Like it has 10,000 less listens than Atop a Cake. So people just don't like it. Maybe they don't like how it tricks you into thinking that it's still Party Police, and then the song transitions and you're like, Party Police ended, so let's stop this. I don't need to listen to The Agency Group. So maybe it's just playing victim to where Party Police falls on the album. But The Agency Group, maybe banger for me. But here it looks like people think it's a bad song. Then we have Dives. I rated it as a bad song, and it's here the second least listened to song. So there you go. It's not like people are not listening to it. It's bad. They're just skipping it. And it's not even 3 minutes long. It's 2 minutes 56, and people are not even listening to the song. So there you go. Bad song. People agree with me. And the worst song in this album, less popular, Red Planet. It's Red Planet, bro. So if I took a dookie on this track, everybody else has too. It's not just me. Nobody's listening to some least listened to song in this album, Red Planet, because the song is so bad. Nobody. If you like this band and you're not listening. You like this band, but you're not listening to that track that I just crapped all over. So there you go. I'm not the only one that thinks this song is terrible. It looks like every single person that listens to this band, they also think it's terrible because nobody's listening to this song. So there you go. I'm pretty happy that happened because I didn't want to enrage people on the first video and disagree with them. But there you go. Nobody's listening to Red Planet. I'm sorry, Alvvays. Also, nobody's listening to Dives. So people are telling you that this music that you're making, that is a slow pace, maybe that's not your forte. We like the fast paced, sort of vibey music that you are gravitating towards. 1 second, let me adjust the camera. There you go. So there you have it. We did it. My first review. I hope you guys like it. I hope I get to hear your comments about it. Overall, I loved this band. I loved it. And I'm adding all of I'm gonna put all of the songs on different playlists. One for banger, one for maybe banger, one for good but forgettable, one for meh, one for bad, and one for terrible songs. I'm gonna all just do 6 different playlists of all of that. So if you guys wanna see those playlists, I'll also add them in the description below, so you guys can see the songs that I think are bangers. I'm starting now, so far it's only going to have this band. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this video, if you agree, disagree with anything that I've said, and I'll just see you on the next one. Peace.